did you decide that you were going to stop being a professor and then you were going to start writing books like the ones that we've been talking about?
Yeah, it was, academia is certainly changing in a lot of ways. I think not necessarily for the better. I also saw that, the younger people who were coming in, they were younger. They needed opportunities. People need opportunities to get into the professoriate. It was just time for me to go and to explore doing other kinds of things again. And so there was no one thing. It was just, I think I've done enough of this for now. To some extent, I think it was that the longer you do anything, it becomes almost too routine. And I'm the sort of person I think who needs to be occasionally challenged. It was becoming too easy to do the same thing again and again. And many jobs I've actually had over the years, I ended up when I could have had a career in them, I've ended up leaving because I've kind of done that and I want to do something different again. And that was very much the case with this, that I wasn't quite sure what I do. I thought I would do some of this other kind of writing, but I knew whatever it was, I was going to do something different. And so far, it's worked out really well. I should say, actually, I'm right now working on a collection of this time fictional short stories. So the other one was kind of non-fictional memoirs. This actually exploring writing fictional short stories is a good deal of fun, and it's again is stretching me to yeah, it's kind of fun so far.
Sounds good. Did you just start working on this new one, or how long ago did you start work on this short stories, the fictional ones?
This one I've more or less started to really work on is since probably last spring, last summer, but I've really got on it the last few weeks here. But there were a few stories that I had it almost in my head, or I even put down on paper, and outlined for a kind of an interesting story. And those go back in some cases 40 and 45 years.
Very cool. And so, do you have a goal as to when you hope you'll be able to publish it? Like a timeline? Yeah, well, right. Absolutely. Yeah, that's on my want to do list myself. I'm not going to be able to do it this January, but someone I had interviewed several months ago had told me about this workshop with some very like well-known writers, like Hollywood level writers, but they for people who write books, and it's like a 3-day workshop where they help bring your writing game to a higher level, as well as learn how to deal with finding publishers, finding the literary agent, so on. So that's on my wish list for 2027. January 2027 to do that. I hope, if I can get my life in order. But yeah, we need that kind of knowledge and help. And unfortunately, there's so much misinformation and people out there who are, maybe they are legitimately trying to publish people's books or trying to be their literary agents, but they are not qualified, and you end up in this horrible mess of how do I know that you're qualified, and how do I know that you're someone I can trust to take my work and make it where it needs to be. So I like the idea of going in person. Go ahead. The writers union? Yeah, that's it. Well, I'm with you. And I like you, I or maybe not like you, I don't know. I have no interest in my book ever becoming a movie. If it does, wonderful, yay. But that's not my goal. My goal is simply to make sure it finds its audience and that I am able to write another book down the road that finds its audience. My goals are pretty simple. But just making sure that it's a trustworthy literary agent, make sure it's actually a publishing house that's going to not charge you a fortune to market your book, but in fact pay you to put that book out there, and then take care of getting your marketing, helping you find your audience. The thing that all of us really want. So If you haven't figured it out, I'm exactly. I mean, again, cool if it's possible, yay. But it's about just why should you have to pay someone for the privilege of publishing your book?